Well, you want a great night for high school hockey. You picked a good night to join us inside the John Gallo Ice Arena here in Bourne, Massachusetts. The 44th annual Canal Cup is about to start as the Bourne Canalmen getting set to take on the Sandwich Blue Knights. We thank you for joining us on any of our feeds. Keegan Hamblett on commentary. Ed Strode is the man running the camera. Well, Sandwich leads the all-time series 26-16-1 as the matchup is dated back to the 1980s. The Canalmen have taken the last two meetings, including last year, in a 4-overtime thriller, 2-1. The Bourne Canalmen, they're the designated visitors tonight, so they are wearing their road purple jerseys with the white numbers, white stripes. Sandwich being the home team, they're going to go with the alternate uniforms, white numbers, and a mix of gray and blue on their jerseys, their alternate jerseys that they've decided to wear. The Canalmen thought about wearing their alternate jerseys tonight, but there's been a couple tough results when they've worn those alternate jerseys, so they've elected to pass on those. Starting goaltenders for both sides. For Sandwich, James LaMontagne, the junior, 3-6 on the year, a .277 goals against average, and an .893 save percentage. Jackson Pomborg gets the nod for Bourne. He started every game, a .151 goals against, a .941 save percentage. Here we go, Canal Cup's underway. It's going to be sent in behind Pomborg's net. Team captain for Bourne, Hunter McLean, will play it over to James Kroll. Kroll hit the 100-point mark that last game for Bourne, which was a 3-2 win against Somerset Berkeley. Buckland's shot is blocked. Trying to follow it up is Connor Reed. Slap shot will go down by Reese McKinnon. You remember Reese McKinnon? He had the chance in double overtime on a breakaway, and Jackson Pomborg snagged it with the glove. One of the defining moments of last year's Canal Cup thriller, probably the greatest Canal Cup ever. Not going to get that tonight, but here's an early chance here. It's Cole Thomas coming in. Backhand scores! Cole Thomas, 42 seconds in, the Canalmen are up. That's one way to get the crowd into it. 42 seconds in, the alternate captain, Cole Thomas, his 10th goal of the season, 25th goal in his career. Bourne has got that lead that they wanted over number 4 Sandwich. This game is going to be so important to both teams in the power rankings. Sandwich number 4 with a 7-9 record. Bourne's number 20 with an 8-6-1 record. Blue Knights will get to it. Max Cawley looking to play it up on the right side, but it's taken over by Landon Hope in the middle. Gets that one away to Carpenito as the second line's on here for the Canalmen. Backhand goes up looking to find McKinnon. They might have a chance one-on-one. Knocks down McLean as they were both trying to fight for that puck. Backhand goes down by Declan Cochran. Floated up right in front of the Canalmen bench, and they blew it dead before Frank Carpenito could get a touch. Let's meet our head coaches on both sides. Frank Carpenito, 8th season with the Canalmen. He replaced Tom Welch back in February of 2018. He's a Bourne High graduate, and he's got a great crew of assistant coaches with Andrew Arkey and Joe Coulter. Jordan Moore, 18th season in charge of the Sandwich Blue Knights. Also graduated from Sandwich High School, class of 1999, played college hockey at Salve Regina, and he was assistant for the 2008 season for Sandwich, where they were the state champions. Play now in the right corner. Seitz trying to free it, and he does behind. Nice little spin move made. Now it's Broden Cochran. Turned over. Landon Hope going to send it on down. Cochran stepping up the other way over the red line off of Hope. Here comes Buckland looking to follow it up. Still dancing on the right side. Buckland wants to wrap it around, holds it up as Kennefic was ready to play it defensively. Tried to chop it out in front, and it's off the netting and out of play. The Bourne Canalmen in conference play this year, they're cruising through it right now. 5 wins, 1 tie, 1 loss. They get a game coming up here on Monday against Nantucket. That's a rescheduled game. And then Wednesday at Apponequet, if they win that, they're South Coast Conference champions for the first time in 7 years. Faceoff's going to be on the right side of Pomborg with Kirby and Cawley going at it. It's able to be poked forward towards the edge of the blue paint, but McLean is going to get to the right side of Thomas. Kroll picks it up in front of Cawley. Tried to go over the middle. McKinnon cuts it off. McKinnon battling with Kirby, and here's Kroll, the little flick pass, and Thomas going to enter in. Thomas's shot is blocked, and it's going to pop in front. Handled cleanly, though, by Ty Creighton, the multi-sport athlete. He's also a part of the baseball team out at Sandwich High School. Reed right side, got the puck out of the zone, and picking it up in the middle is Declan Cochran. Kennefic on the backhand, too far for Kroll, and it's going to set it right back in by Creighton. McLean to Thomas. He'll play it off the sideboards. Kennefic reads it well. Kroll gets to it at the red line, will loft it over the stick of Cochran. It goes behind the net. Creighton will pick it up. Creighton tried to go to the left side. Trying to get back onto it is Evan Pastillion. A nice takedown right in the middle. Gathered up short side by Alan Sunderland. Ronan Kelly with the poke. And here's Carter Gettings battling against Pastilli. A lot of energy here tonight. We were wondering how many fans were going to make it. We had a big snowstorm that came through today, but I would say both student sections, both fan bases making their presence known early on. I don't know if it's the crowd that we had last year, but it's definitely really close to it. And the faceoff's going to be at center dot here with Buckland and Landon Hope on the draw. So we're just over 3 minutes into Canal Cup 44. Buckland got it to the right side. Hope trying to fish it out of his skates. Buckland had options either side. Braden Tobin was there on the left. Sights. So it goes right back into the Canalmen defensive zone and around behind Pomborg to Ronan Kelly. Only one shot on goal in this game so far, and it was the Cole Thomas goal. Ronan Cochran's going to have an angle on this one as he gets to it in front of Hope. On the backhand, goes down behind, couldn't connect with Tobin. Sean Collins back on the left side, never got through, taken in the middle by Buckland. And now it's Carpenito going the other way, and he'll send it up into neutral ice. Nice step up into the zone, and a nice box out to boot by James Kroll. And here comes Bourne. Charlie Seitz going to enter in right side. Seitz's shot is saved and held on to by James LaMontagne. LaMontagne is one of 3 goaltending options for Sandwich. You also got the freshman Ethan Pastilli and senior Nate Delman. Nate Delman has played 5.5 games this year. Numbers a little bit lower than LaMontagne's, a .327 and an .845. Aiden Safredi is the backup to Jackson Pomborg. Those are the only 2 goalies on the Bourne roster. Creighton in the corner, got it by Kroll, and picking it up is McKinnon. Who's going to leave it short? And here comes Max Cawley with it, and he got knocked off of it right at the red line by James Kroll. That's McLean to Thomas. Thomas in again. Cawley doing a good job defensively. Got a little poke check in there. Kennefic can't hold it in. Here comes one-on-one, but McKinnon can't beat McLean to it, and a nice hit by Max Cawley right in front on Andrew Kennefic. This is Andrew Kennefic's first Canal Cup. It says transfer from Old Rochester. Slap shot at the line got blocked, and Pomborg gets it through traffic as Connor Reed took it. That's the first save for him. Jackson Pomborg, one of 3 Bourne captains this year. Him, Hunter McLean, and James Kroll wear the C for Bourne. And with that cover-up, Pomborg's got the face-off on his right side. 10:18 to go, first period. Tobin trying to get back to it, and Sandwich did, as getting to it was Sean Levy. Deflected up, and it's going to be taken over, a 2-on-1. Thomas with Kroll. Thomas holding across, backdoor again, and it went right through the crease. Kroll picks it up again, tried to find Kennefic at the blue line, and it's going to come out of the zone. LaMontagne out of the net, taking it as Creighton. And the backhand off the apron of the net, and it's caught up in that apron. Kirby had a chance to poke it maybe out in front, but Creighton's going to start up on the right side now. Pass a little bit too far for Sean Levy, who had the first goal of the season for Sandwich in a 3-2 loss against the Hanover Hawks, as the shot is saved by LaMontagne, and it goes out of play. Mr. Worldwide to infinity, you know the roof on fire. Sandwich wins it this time. It's Strode and Cochran. Cochran still holding on about 30 feet, and that's a nice leave-off, trying to leave it for Sunderland. Here comes Pastilli. His shot is blocked. Kelly beaten to it by Persicillo and ends up on the right side. Sights over the middle, can't connect with Carpenito. There first for the Blue Knights, Alex Zalewski. 40 viewers on the live stream watching at home. We thank you for joining us. And again, it's tough to travel out with the snow, or maybe some fans, alumni just watching it from the comforts of their own couch. Don't want to be caught up in all the excitement here. Carpenito gets to it in the corner as he got a step in front of the senior forward, Braden Persicillo. The Blue Knights with the flick up, and Sunderland will send it down. Kelly cuts it off in front of Pomborg. Ronan Kelly's older brother Griffin was the one that had that 4 overtime winner last year, that 2-1 victory in Canal Cup 43. Griffin Kelly also had the assist on the first goal of that game over on the right side to Josiah D'Souza. Josiah's doing good stuff now over at Bryant University. This is one of the events, though, that you see year after year, a lot of the alumni just coming back here to support the event and their alma maters. We saw a lot of people coming in that were former students, still wearing the varsity jackets. And we get a whistle, and they're going to have to redo the face-off here. They had to call for a backup for McKinnon and McLean, who were jawing for it right on that right side. It's Kirby against Cawley, and Kirby's able to play it over to McLean. McKinnon with the hit, trying to get that puck back in Sandwich's favor. McKinnon on the backhand, cut off by Kennefic. Kennefic will go around the boards, trying to hold it in. Will be Reed, who leaves it short. Pomborg will stare it off to his right. Kennefic stumbling down to the ice. Nice hit by Kirby on Declan Cochran. Cochran trying to poke at it. 2 Blue Knights were in there. Here it comes, and it goes off to the top. Reed shot, and it got deflected as it went through. I think Pomborg got a touch. Slap shot from Creighton, say Pomborg, and he covers it up for the face-off. He had a second attempt in there by Max Cawley. You can definitely hear a lot of yelling off to my right side. Got a great student photographer here, Caden Dion. Go check out some of his photography on his Instagram. He's got the camera in the building tonight. Does great stuff for all the Canalmen athletic teams. McLean spins his way out of trouble, and Carpenito's going to take over. He tried to get it over to Sights. It hopped over his stick. The senior forward, Nick Buckland, who's got 7 goals, 15 assists this year, tried to enter it. Levy couldn't get it right on frame as it nearly fell to him. Landon Hope helps get it out of the zone. Maybe another 2-on-1. The alternate captain put it on frame. LaMontagne off to the right side. 4 saves now from both goalies in this one so far, halfway through period 1. Backhand comes over, and unable to stick it down cleanly was Braden Tobin. Tied up in the corner. Buckland helped get it out to Cochran. Cochran trying to send it back to the same area. Tobin now in a race with Hunter McLean. The speedster Braden Tobin will play it on down, and Sandwich going to give up on that try as Landon Hope will get to it. Can't get it out of the zone, though. It's held in at the point. Left short, here's Buckland with a nudge on McLean. Landon Hope sees it, will send it down the length of the ice for an icing. Nick Buckland, we mentioned that 7 goal, 15 assists, so 22 points on the year. He leads Sandwich in terms of points with their top goal scorer, Max Cawley. Ready for this? 14 goals he has this year. And even crazier, he's only a freshman. Creighton just gets decked into the boards by James Kroll. Backhand goes out from Declan Cochran, and Pomborg snags it with the glove. Connor Reed, the senior defender, still looking for his first goal of the year, put that one on target. Jackson Pomborg coming into tonight with that .941 save percentage. That's 368 saves on 391 shots. For James LaMontagne, it's 209 saves on 234 shots. Cawley leaves it for Cochran, and it's going to come out to Reed again, who will backhand it down. Didn't get all the way behind the net. Thomas has it for Bourne. Funny bounce, and it goes to Pomborg. Cawley again stepping up. Last year's Canal Cup, this was a 1-0 game for a very long time. That Josiah D'Souza goal came halfway through period 1, and then the tying goal didn't come until about 4.5 minutes to go in the third. Fed across to the right side. That's Creighton shooting at Pomborg with the save, and it's out of play again. Great amount of students for both schools that are here in Bourne tonight. Bourne definitely has the advantage in terms of number of students, but that was the same case last year, and I felt the Sandwich Blue Knights fans were actually louder than Bourne's last year, but that didn't help them out too well. McKinnon lost it against Ronan Kelly, the sophomore. And it's going to be too far for Kroll here. Ty Creighton, 1 goal, 4 assists for him. His zone back in. He'll play it on behind and let Connor Reed take over with it. Miscommunication, he was trying to get to Cauley. Thomas poked up, Cauley gets to it. Trouble with the puck. Kroll nearly had a chance as LaMontagne was ready for it. Some trouble as Creighton's going to pick it up here for the Blue Knights. Been trapped there for about 20 seconds. That's a good pass over to Declan Cochran, but it's offside at the line. Max Cauley might have had a step into the zone. On the face-off this time, it's going to be Landon Hope against Nick Buckland. We've seen these two guys on the dot a couple of times already, and Buckland wins that one, and Broden Cochran will send it in. Levy will pick it up first, try to go off the sideboards and play it for Buckland. Battling against Hope again, Carpenito on the left side in front of assistant coach Coulter. Kicked at by Levy, and McLean sending him down. But it's going to be a chance here for Tobin, and he missed short side. Tobin again, back to Buckland, off the stick of Landon Hope, and he's going to do a self-pass off the right sideboards. Could be an odd man rush the other way. Landon Hope tried to give it to the left side. Carpenito with the whack of the stick, too far for Seitz. Broden Cochran tried to leave it short. And down the length of the ice it goes. Icing's going to be waved off here. Kennefic to the left. Landon Hope. That's spun around right at center ice. Persicillo sends it down. 4:26 to go, first period, 1-0 Bourne. That came under a minute in by Cole Thomas. Persicillo should just send it down yet again. As the Canalmen are in the mix of a half line changer, goes off the skate of Pastilli. Kennefic to the left side, to Carter Gennings, and it's going to fall to Reed. Persicillo now 1-on-2. Bourne trying to do a line change. They didn't put the arm up for too many men that time. Gettings battling with Pastilli. And it's going to spring free to Creighton. 2 bodies down behind the play. Ty Creighton wants to go 1-on-3. He'll send it up. And it's going to go to Pomborg, and he's going to hold on to it. Good play getting up the ice and forcing a zone face-off there by Ty Creighton. The student section themes for tonight, the Canalmen fans are all wearing purple, and they're on the left side as they're the designated visitors. The Sandwich fans on the right side, their theme tonight is USA theme. Tie up on the draw, Reed can't hold it in. Thomas nearly had a counter the other way. Reed's down, Cochran nudged off. Thomas will chip it up a little further. Cauley deflected to the right side. Here comes Reese McKinnon. Kirby's ready to line up for a hit. He got the puck by Ronan Kelly, but that tall reach of the stick, and now he stumbles down to the ice. It's going to work, though, for James Kroll. Tried to step into the middle. Thomas going to follow it up. Cut off in the middle, and Reed trying to play it dangerously. Nearly cost another goal there as Kroll was waiting for it. Kicked up, James Kroll. And Kelly able to hold it in at the point. Bourne no longer in possession, though, as Creighton plays it through the crease. Off to the side, nice leave off. Here comes Cawley receiving it from McKinnon. Cawley still cutting with it, waiting for numbers to come help him out. Cawley to the right side. This is Levy trying to redirect one. Tobin gets it behind. Braden Tobin on the backhand. Will go out to Broden Cochran. Cochran's shot goes right between the wickets of James Kirby. Levy gets to it in front of Kroll. Poked at by Kelly. Levy through the middle. Will come out to the line. Cochran still holding on. Takes the shot, deflected, and it goes just wide by Tobin. On the right side now, Zalewski looking to send it down. Up in the air, behind the net, Collins has it for Bourne. Left short, that's Tobin. We'll play it around, looking to find Zalewski. Kroll has it, off a glove. Could be another chance here, it's Cole Thomas. Cole Thomas coming in one-on-one on Zalewski. Thomas shoots and scores! Cole Thomas, he's got another one, it's 2-0 Canalmen. 13:02 will be the time of the goal for Cole Thomas. Second of the game, 11th on the air for the alternate. Cawley able to get to it in front of two Canalmen, and he'll send it to the corner. Takes a funny bounce. Cochran battling against Kennefic. Hope got it free. Taking over again, that's Persicillo. On the backhand, cut off by Hope. Intended target was Cochran. Still being fought for behind the net, but Bourne's got it with Landon Hope. Andrew Kennefic with the minute 20 on the clock in the first. Carpenito lost it. Here comes McKinnon. McKinnon flicks it into the middle, a dangle, left shore, and Pomborg makes the save on Cawley. Kirby and Buckland this time on the face-off. Levy tried to poke it free. Sandwich is in possession as the stick goes flying in the air. And here comes Kroll with Thomas as Kroll falls down to the ice. Picked up on the right side a little bit too far for Buckland. As the announcement comes for 1 minute to go, and here comes Kroll entering in, and it goes off of Creighton. Creighton chopping it up. Thomas able to get back to it. Cole Thomas, too far for Kroll. Buckland holds it in his own defensive zone. Buckland stepping in. Buckland cutting to the right side. Stick drag. Short angle blocked. Played high off the boards. Reed can't hold it in. Forcing a retreat back by Ty Creighton with just over 20 to go. Ty Creighton, this is a nice step up here, leaves it at the line. Buckland tried to get it back. Creighton lofted it, follow-up chance. Off the side of the net, Pomborg made the save, but it's whistled down. McLean will cut it off. Seitz will play it up. And they're going to wave off the icing. That's going to do it for period one. 2 goals from Cole Thomas has Bourne up 2-0 over Sandwich through 15 minutes of play. Shots on goal in that first period. Sandwich with 10, Bourne with 6. Ed Strode and I will take a short break. Second period coming up soon. Don't go anywhere. Back inside the John Gallo Ice Arena here in Bourne, Massachusetts, as we're about ready to start period number 2 in this 44th edition of the Canal Cup between the Bourne Canalmen and the Sandwich Blue Knights. 2-0 Bourne is the score through 15 minutes of play as Cole Thomas, the junior and alternate captain for the Canalmen, knotted 2 goals, both pretty much on breakaways. One was a half break, the other one was a dead right away break, 48 seconds in. Once again, Bourne's in purple, Sandwich is in gray, second period's underway. The man we just talked about, Cole Thomas, is going to have the first attacking chance as he steps in on the left side. Pressured by Creighton, too far for Kirby. Ronan Kelly at the point will loft it up, looking for a deflection by Kirby, and it wasn't there. A stumble down to the ice, it's picked up by McLean. Thomas nudged late by Levy. Creighton will pick it up behind LaMontagne. It's Connor Reed going back to the left side, intended targets Braden Tobin. Kelly to McLean, and will send it in. Reed for the Blue Knights, back to the right side to Creighton. Levy looks to get an attack going. Too far for Tobin, but he's going to catch up to it as Buckland's onside, and he puts it on to Pomborg. Jackson Pomborg had 10 saves in that first period. LaMontagne saved 4 out of 6. Kroll in a stick battle against Reed. Reed got caught up as the stick hit him. Now it's Levy poked out. Reed has to send it back in. Ronan Kelly gets the puck barely by Declan Cochran. Now it's Cole Thomas off the boards. Can't connect with Kroll. That's an icing against the Canalmen, and the faceoff's going over by Pomborg. Well, we talked about the next game for Bourne's going to be on Monday. Next game coming up for the Sandwich Blue Knights. We'll be back here at the John Gallo Ice Arena Wednesday, February 11th at 6:40 as they host the Falmouth Clippers. Face off on the left side of Pomborg with Cawley and Hope taking it. Cawley gets to it. McKinnon will pick it up. Goes out to the point. Played short again. McKinnon across, other side. Shot blocked him. Went right through the blue paint again. Taking it was Cochran. Pops in the middle, Cawley shot blocked. Cochran follows it up, deflected off to the side. McKinnon on the backhand, one-time shot blocked and off to the side. Picked up in the corner by Cawley, he sends it through again. Cochran's waiting for it, a one-timer save, rebound! And I don't know if it got through to Pomborg or not. It was a good follow-up there. Sights racing to try to get it in time. He'll pick it up, tried to get it to Carpenito, and it was stick down again. Good move behind the net. Sights, short angle, onto LaMontagne, he holds it for a face-off. Sights knocked down by Cawley, and he's barking right in his face. How about the junior getting at it with the freshman? Here's Creighton taking it for Sandwich as he goes to the right side. Only one inactive today for the Canalmen, and that's the sophomore defender, James McKenna. It's Tobin stepping into the zone, deflected off to the side. He gets to it first. It's too far for Levy. Creighton and Thomas now. Here comes some help. Tobin backs off of it. Thomas working 1-on-3. And guess what? He won the puck back for the Canalmen. And now he helps get it out as Thomas on the left side will send it in off the stick of Reed. 3 minutes into period 2, still 2-0 Canalmen. Sean Collins, the former goalie, on the right side. Buckland now got the touch, leaves it for Levy. Buckland trying to pick it back up. Levy with the skate kick. Buckland nudged away by Collins, nearly taken over by Levy, more focused on the body than the puck. Levy walks out with it, and he lost it, and here comes James Kroll. Kroll's got numbers. He's got Thomas and Kirby on the right. Kroll holds it up. In the middle, his shot missed on the left side, and it pops up on the right. Reed now trying to get it away from Kirby, and it's going to fall for Sean Levy. Sent down the length of the ice. That does nothing for that sandwich chance. That's an icing. 47 viewers on the live stream watching at home. Can't thank you guys enough. Keegan Hamblett on commentary. Ed Strode running the camera. Just a reminder to our live stream audience that after this game wraps up tonight, it will not be available to watch on the Bourne Wears Purple YouTube channel. Later on, probably past midnight tonight, you can catch the game on my broadcasting YouTube channel at Keegan Hamblett Broadcasting. And next week, it will be available on the Bourne Community TV YouTube page. Comes Declan Cochran, left side, and Kennefic tripped him up and he lost his stick and no arm came up. Bourne caught a break on that one. Cochran out. That's Cochran to Cochran that time. It's Broden Cochran looking for a redirection. McKinnon might have gotten a piece. Palmborg off to his left. And it's going to be played out of the zone. This is going to be an icing as it's whistled down with 10:50 to go. Andrew Kennefic, the junior, who was in on that potential trip there. Done a great job with the Canalmen this year. He missed some time in January, but he got back out there the last game on Wednesday. Only has 1 point this year, but can't look at the scoring totals when it comes to a guy like him. He's making plays all the way up and down the ice. Landon Hope got back to it, ended up behind sights. That's McLean on the follow-up, blocked by Cawley. Kennefic retrieves it in the neutral zone. We'll just send it up. Reed, left side, is going to get to it first. Reed has to spin around, and he's sticked in the middle, and the penalty coming up. The net was partly vacated as Palmborg came out. And a trip is going to be the call, so Sandwich will get the man advantage. That's the first one tonight. And heading to the box for Bourne is going to be their team captain, Hunter McLean. Let's go Sandwich, the chant from Blue Knights Nation. A whole bunch of them standing up on the right side. And the Blue Knights are going to win the draw. Cawley leaves it for Buckland. Cawley trying to get to it in front of Kroll, but Kroll picks it off. They'll circle his way to kill off some more time. He sends it down the length of the ice. Ty Creighton across. Here comes Cawley. Into the zone, defended by Ronan Kelly. Cawley cutting out in front. Save Palmborg. It's right in the paint. He holds on to it. Jackson Palmborg with that save now up to 14. Thomas and Tobin this time. Tobin wins it. Here's Buckland on the right side. Buckland shot tipped right in the middle by Tobin. Ronan Kelly follows it up by sending it by Buckland and on to LaMontagne. Cawley. That's a nice stick drag by James Kroll. Odd man rush. Cawley coming in left side, poked away and out. Ty Creighton has to wait for everybody to tap up. Buckland skates to the edge of the Canalmen logo. Lost it again, but Creighton's there. Ty Creighton by Cole Thomas leaves it short. It's Tobin. We'll chop it down. Creighton, a nice move on Kennefic. 50 seconds on the man advantage for Sandwich. Creighton to the line. It's Buckland. Right side. Cawley fanned on the shot. Stumbled down the ice. Tobin back. Buckland still holding on. Now to Braden Tobin. Tobin on the backhand. Can't connect with Cawley. Kennefic trying to get there before Creighton does, but he can't. Cawley trying to go to the forehand. Kennefic gets it out of the zone. Just past the glove of Braden Tobin. Braden Tobin, the senior's got 8 goals, 6 assists this season for the Blue Knights. The guys have been out there the whole time. Buckland enters into the zone. Kroll will pick it off. Going the other way, one-on-one. Kroll, right side on Cochran. And just killing the rest of the penalty off on the right side. That does it. Buckland Re-enters in. We're back to 5-on-5. Cawley behind the net. He's been out there for the last 2.5. Cochran shot wide on the right side. Here comes the follow-up on the right. Kelly lost his stick, follow-up, and it went right through again. I'm telling you, Sandwich, they're attacking it. They're playing the puck right through the crease. They're going to get one sooner or later. Dropped right back in by Broden Cochran. Ronan Kelly can't play because he doesn't have a stick. Picked off, shot, save, Pomborg, and bodies flying as two Canalmen collided with each other, and here comes Seitz. Seitz offside at the line. Hope couldn't hold it up. That was Reese McKinnon who lost his glove. We're at the official halfway point of regulation. 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the second period. What's turning out to be another very amazing and intense Canal Cup. Reed goes to the right side. Levy on the backhand, only as far as Hunter McLean. Chopped out to the red line. Here comes Creighton. Creighton knocked off by Landon Hope, and he stumbles down to the ice. Picked back up, and he missed on the left. Shot attempt again by Reed, misses. Creighton in the corner, Creighton behind. This is Tobin with it. Tobin has some space to work with. Kennefic trying to close him off. Buckland will circle. Buckland waiting, cuts into the middle. Buckland still going with it. Save by Pomborg. First line comes back on for the Canalmen. It's a mix of the first and the second here for Sandwich. And James Kirby is able to win the face-off that time. Collins tied up with McKinnon. Picking it up as Cochran back out to the line. Chance here right side. It's blocked by Kroll. Kroll being pressured by Cawley. It comes out. Cochran plays it up ahead before Cole Thomas could have another one-on-one chance. Tapped up. Cawley, wait for the tap up by McKinnon. There it is. And he's just going to send it down and around. McKinnon has a chance to get to it, and he does, but he couldn't do it in his bounce. Cochran gets it out. Here's Cawley stepping in. Left side. Save Pomborg. He covers up the puck after it's spilled. And I don't know if he had it 100% because it did pop free after the fact. This time the faceoff's going to be on the right side of Pomborg. Braden Tobin against Landon Hope with 6:13 to go in the second. It's a tie-up on the draw. Hope lost it, shot by Tobin is saved. The rebound is cleared away. That's going to be an icing if it goes all the way down, which it will. Same guys on. Sandwich gets to it again. Buckland for Creighton. Creighton misses intentionally wide on the right side. Reed looks to get to it in front of Seitz. He can't. Buckland into the middle. Levy fanned on it, trying to get back to it on Carpenito. He does left side, and it's put off the glass. Here comes Creighton stepping up. Creighton leaves it. Buckland, stick drag. Buckland, defended by Carpenito. Back to the left side. It's Reed, a shot. Saved by Pomborg. Rebound is picked up by Landon Hope, and he's going to go off the sideboards a little bit behind Carpenito. Nice move by Creighton as he steps into the zone. Looking to find Sean Levy. Levy pokes it away. As Tobin gets through a one-timer by Creighton is blocked. It stings Andrew Kennefick, and now another race to the puck. Icing's going to be waved off here as Reed gets to it first. Creighton leaves it on behind. Reed having some trouble. He got nudged by Landon Hope. Hunter McLean will send it down. Ty Creighton. Right side to Reed. Now it's McKinnon. Reese McKinnon last year, the only goal for the Sandwich Blue Knights in Canal Cup 43. We'll see what spark he can provide in his final Canal Cup today. It's Cole Thomas with it. His shot is blocked and it doesn't even hit the netting. It just goes straight out of play. Heads up for the fans down there. It's a whole mess of them. You can probably see it on our feed. They're just down and around the sideboards. The Canalmen got to it originally. It's going to be sent about 5 feet in front of the red line. Here's Cochran over the middle, can't connect with Declan Cochran. Icing waved off here. McLean tied up. McKinnon looking to try to get it back for Sandwich, and he does. Taken on the short side by Cochran. Back to Reese McKinnon. McKinnon to the other side. Cochran shoots, blocked in front. Follow-up chance, it got onto Palmborg. Here it comes on the other side. McKinnon has to stick it down. McKinnon's shot is blocked by Kirby. Kirby taken over by Cochran again. That's Declan Cochran, down low to Cawley. Cawley going backhand, forehand, and it'll go on the forehand too far for McKinnon. James Kroll off the skate of Zalewski. And it's sent right back down again. Ronan Kelly will take over. In front of Max Cawley, it's Cole Thomas. Thomas can only get it to the red line where Zalewski's waiting for it. Glove by McKinnon. That one looked like a hand pass. Held on to that one. Nice move. Here's Cochran. Stick drag. Wants to leave it. Left side shot. Scores! Oh, they waved it off. Oh, they're going to have to check that one. That one was definitely in. Follow-up attempt is blocked in front, and now it's going to counter the other way. It's Cole Thomas with it for Bourne. Thomas gets creamed right in the middle. And here comes on the right side, it's Max Cawley. Cawley knocked off again, but he gets back to the puck. Had Levy, plays it into the middle. Shot high off the glass. Still controlled on the short side. That's Levy trying to go down. Tobin gets the stick in there, out to Creighton. Creighton shot saved by Palmborg. Rebound, it's Cochran, and he missed on the left side. Creighton leaves it for Braden Tobin. Tobin into the middle, Buckland off his body, gets it down, Buckland. Two guys in there, and it's high off the glass. Now it's Thomas, hit by Levy. At the point, that shot blocked in front, and a chance here for Braden Tobin. He couldn't find it in time. Played up the ice. Thomas knocked down in the middle. I'm telling you, we're going to have to get some other looks at that during intermission. I thought that one was in, and I didn't even think it was close. Levy on the backhand. Palmborg spills it. Kelly has to get it to Carpenito. Reed. Now it's Levy. Buckland taken over. Here comes Carpenito. Defended well by Cochran, and it's played right back down. Icing is waved off at the last second. Carpenito picks it up on the left side for Bourne. Looking to find sights with 100 seconds to go. Has an option forward, and he can't get it to Cawley in time. Kelly just has to play it to the red line. Here comes Cochran. Cochran to the right side. Cawley will send it down. Ronan Kelly was bracing for that hit by Reese McKinnon. Carpenito, as the second line's on here for Bourne. Cochran had to go off of sight, but getting to it first is going to be Broden Cochran. Goes off the boards, McLean. Too far for Carpenito that time, 1 minute on the clock. McLean will chip it up. Carpenito will play it forward by Creighton. He's going to get off the ice as Kroll's going to step on. McLean back to James Kroll, captain to captain that time. Kenefick to the left. And Creighton regathers in the middle. Creighton, maybe one more chance here for Sandwich. And late getting off the ice was Declan Cochran. Creighton will cut it off, and it's offside at the line. Kenefick with a nudge on there against Buckland. Got to talk with Andrew Kenefick earlier this week about Canal Cup, and he said for him, it's just another game on the schedule, and he's just going to have to deal with all the fans that are here because he's not used to it. He's a part of all the festivities that were going on with Bourne High School this week. Now he's battling for it against Levy, and Levy's knocked down to the ice. Kenefick will poke it away off to the right side with 7 seconds, taken over by Levy. Maybe one more chance, played down low, it's Tobin. Tobin, they gotta get one away quickly, and it's blocked in front. All right, 15 minutes to go. Bourne still up 2-0 after a scoreless second period. Shots on goal. Sandwich, 22. Bourne with 9. And 2 of those were just 200-foot clearances that went on to Jackson Palmborg. We're gonna be in for a good finish. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. All right, back inside the John Gallo Ice Arena here in Bourne, Massachusetts. 15 minutes to go in the 44th edition of Canal Cup between the Bourne Canalmen and the Sandwich Blue Knights. Still 2-0 Bourne with 15 minutes to go. Cole Thomas had both of his goals in the first period, but Sandwich is out shooting Bourne 22-7 in the game. Once again, Sandwich in the gray uniforms. They're alternates, the shades of light and dark blue. The Bourne Canalmen in their road uniforms, the purples with white numbers and stripes. Kirby and Buckland on the draw, third period underway. Levy's gonna get a touch in there, and following it up on the right side is Creighton. He sends it behind Palmborg. That's an early icing, 8 seconds in. I mean, as it stands right now, Canal Cup MVP, at least on the Bourne side, is going to be up for discussion. You got Palmborg, who's working right now on a 22-save shutout. You've got Cole Thomas, who's got both of the goals so far tonight, as Braden Tobin stepping in. Right side, got the backhand away, but missed the frame. Trying to follow it up again, gets deflected. Here's Hunter McLean. McLean, pressured by Buckland, can't get it out of the zone, and a collision of bodies will force that puck to go all the way around. Walking it out is Kelly. He's got Thomas on the left side. Ronan Kelly's shot off the glove of LaMontagne, and the follow-up is going to be picked up by Ty Creighton. Here's Buckland. He's got Levy as a trailer. Buckland coming in, short side, save Palmborg. Rebound goes out. Here's Reed. Reed poked at by Thomas. Kenefick now going to battle with Levy. Kenefick poked it away from him. Kroll's going to try to tap it up. That one looked like it was played with the high stick. He'll keep it going, though, and here comes Declan Cochran into the zone. Cochran shot high off the boards. Kenefick can't get it out. Broden Cochran kept it in. Nice hit by Landon Hope. 4 players drawn for it, 2 on either side. Poked free, only as far as the red line, and it's going to be sent down as Cole Thomas will come off the ice. Shot attempt is steered away by Palmborg again as Broden Cochran took it. He's also looking for his first goal of the season. He's got 5 assists on the year. And the question's really going to become for Sandwich over the next 5 to 10 minutes. Who's going to be the one guy to step up? Who's going to be the one to provide that spark, whether it's a really good counter or even a goal too? Who do you want to look for to get your team on the score sheet and potentially cut the deficit in half? Lots of guys up and down the roster you can go to if you're Sandwich, as Cochran sends it into the Canalmen zone. Cut off, it's Cawley. Cawley chips it away left side. Cochran trying to get back to it, and he got it on the right side. That's saved. Rebound is blocked as Cochran tried to follow it up again. On the left side now, held in at the line, played short, McKinnon. Now it's Cochran. Cochran shot and it wouldn't go. Think he went a little bit high on it. Cochran again deflected and never got through to Palmborg. Declan Cochran cuts it off from Frank Carpenito. Now it's Reese McKinnon. Cawley circles in to take it away from both of them. Cawley deflected and Bourne's going to walk out. They'll send it high up past the red line. It's Broden Cochran with it. Broden Cochran left side into the middle. Cawley shot. I think Palmborg got it with the pad just in time. Reese McKinnon left side shot up in the air and over the bar. Thomas tried to spin it away. Buckley's out there now for the Canalmen. Cawley reach of the stick, got tied up with Hunter McLean. Cochran at the right point, can't get it by McLean. Has an option down the ice. Thomas would have had a break. He got behind Cochran. He's going to take over against McKinnon. Thomas trying to go at the edge of the trapezoid now. Cawley off the left sideboards. Kennefic can't hold it in. So we hit under 12 minutes to go. Sent down the ice again. That's going to be an icing. Just a desperation clearance that time. Face off on the right side of LaMontagne. It's fought for by Thomas. It deflects out. Here is Andrew Kennefic. Kennefic retreating on back, deflected, taken over by Levy. Levy has a step, right side. Levy leaves it. Here's Tobin. Overran it. McLean can't find Thomas. Creighton to the left side. It's Tobin. Tobin fanned on the pass attempt. Crow's going to send it down. Cut off by James Kroll. Kroll deflected off of Creighton. Creighton, a nice move to get away from James Kroll. Tapped up the ice. That's Levy sending it down. It's in front of the red line. So no icing here. Buckland regathers. Waiting for numbers to enter on. Buckland up by one. Now has to hold it up. It's like a defensive trap right now. A 2-3 by the Canal, and guess what? It's working. McLean lost it. Now it's Cawley. Cawley well, he gets flown right into the Canalmen bench. Cochran pokes it away from Hope, and he'll chip it into the zone. Cochran still going with it on Hope. Left it for Cawley, and now it's going to come out. Regathering it is Zalewski over to Cochran. That's offside at the line. Intended target was Reese McKinnon. And the faceoff's going to be just outside of the Canalmen defensive zone. Next game coming up for the Bourne Canalmen will be Monday, just 2 days' time, 2 o'clock here against Nantucket. Not sure if we're going to be covering that one. But still a great opportunity to come on down to the John Gallo Ice Arena. It's going to be a game in which Bourne wins this one, and then that next one against Nantucket. If they win or tie, they officially clinch their spot in the state tournament. Nantucket beat them earlier this season 3-2. That was at Nantucket. Carpenito gets it by Zalewski, and now Seitz trying to get to the puck. Broden Cochran with the stick lift by Seitz. Cawley trying to poke it away. Zalewski almost had a read on it. Now it's Cochran on the left side off the body of Landon Hope. Hope lost it at the blue line, entering in, but offside is Declan Cochran. Buckland and Kirby this time. So we had 9.5 to go. Going to be chopped in by Reed. Kelly back to the right side looking to find Thomas. It's not going to go there. Tobin playing it on down, looking to find Levy. Levy pokes it. Here's Buckland. Buckland across. They score! Ty Creighton puts one on the board. We're not done yet. .542 is the time of the goal. Ty Creighton in his last Canal Cup. That's his second goal of the season. Credit Nick Buckland with the assist, a team-leading 16 assists this season for him. And just like that, it's a one-goal game. Kroll looking to try to counter. He missed on the left side. A hit along the boards, and there comes Levy with it to the left side. It's Braden Tobin. Tobin still holding on, poked away by Kennefic. Kennefic trying to get it out of the zone. Here comes some help by Kroll, looking to play it up to Thomas. Off a skate, Thomas circling, off the skate of Kroll, and Thomas almost had a chance on the left side. Cole Thomas again, working in the corner. Off a stick, picking it up is Buckland. And now all you got to go back to is that goal that they waved off that was in the net. We got some looks at it during intermission, as this could easily be a 2-2 game right now as Buckland falls down to the ice complaining, even though he fell down on his own. Yeah, I got those skates sharpened out there. That was shot number 27 that Pomborg faced. Here's Cochran. Off the sideboards, Kennefic regathers for Bourne. It's off McKinnon. Hope tries the self-pass. Hope just gonna send it down. Kennefic stepping up. Now it's Seitz. Vernon Cochran taking over. Seitz gets it back. Seitz on the wraparound, and it goes to the other side, left side. It's Cochran. Still held in by Kennefic. Andrew Kennefic doing a great job on this shift. Reese McKinnon. Now it's Max Cawley with it. Cawley's got some space to work with. Knocked off by Landon Hope. Cawley, a little bit too far for Cochran. Carpenito left side in front of his own bench, looking to play it up for Seitz. Charlie Seitz trying to come in, knocked off by Cochran. Good defensive work. That's the junior, if you want to call on defensive coverage. 7.5 to go. Held in at the point by Hunter McLean. Cole Thomas with a nudge on a body. Cawley's going to pick it up. Deflected off to the side, out of the zone. This will be an icing. And the faceoff's going to go by LaMontagne's end. Do you guys mind moving down just a little bit? Because I'm having trouble seeing it. Sorry. Oh, you're good, you're good. Buckland and Thomas this time. The Canalmen win it. It's Sean Collins looking to play it down. It went off of Creighton. Kroll backhand cut off in the middle by Connor Reed. Kroll deflected by Levy. Thomas just going to chop it down. LaMontagne out of the paint, leaves it for Reed. Right side, Buckland. Deflected behind. Reed with a nice hit. Buckland for Creighton. Too far for Buckland, but it finds the stick of Levy. Levy defended by Ronan Kelly. Stepping in right side. His shot saved by Pomborg, and he'll hold on to it for a draw. Cawley and Hope this time with 6:38 to go in regulation. Cawley gets to it. Now on the right side, it's Reese McKinnon. McKinnon back out to the point. Shot attempt was blocked, and it ends up behind where Collins will take it. McKinnon will hold it in, plays it into the middle. Seitz trying to get a poke in there. Hope will follow it up to get it out, and here comes Frank Carpenito, who's hit by McKinnon. McKinnon pokes it to himself, 2-on-3. McKinnon on the left, pressure by Landon Hope, knocks him down, and a penalty's coming up. A penalty is coming up. Sandwich is going to go to the power play with a chance to tie the game. A hook is going to be the call against Landon Hope. The alternate captain in the box for 2 minutes. Sandwich might be their best opportunity of the night to try to make this a 2-2 game. It's going to be taken by Buckland. We'll go to the left side of Creighton. Back up top. Buckland to the right side. Cauley can't stick it down cleanly. Tobin, McLean battling for it. McLean backed off of it for the moment. Creighton will poke it behind to himself. Creighton in front, stick down. Not sent out of the zone. McKinnon doing a good job to hold it in. Working with it is Tobin. Back to the right side of Cauley. Kroll finds it and he'll send it down. Buckland stepping in right side. Nick Buckland in front, couldn't connect. Creighton looking to follow it up and he can't, and it's going to lead to a counter. Here comes Cole Thomas right side. Thomas defended by McKinnon, shoots and a save made by LaMontagne. LaMontagne is going to leave it for Creighton with 5 minutes to go. 50 seconds on the Sandwich power play. Buckland is going to hold up. We'll restart the rush. Left side, Braden Tobin. Braden Tobin stepping into the zone. Tobin tried to feed it. McLean got to stick in there. Tobin regathers on the left. In the corner. Gets it out to the point. Cauley, right side. Buckland still holding on to it. In front, blocked, rebound, chance still free, and it goes just wide. Levy will play it on behind again. It's Buckland. Nick Buckland to Max Cauley. Blocked in front. Follow-up chance, and it was saved. And traffic in front of Jackson Palmborg as they get a whistle. .11 seconds on the Sandwich power play. Gonna make a line change out there about halfway. Some new guys stepping on. McLean battling for that puck. It finds the stick of Cochran as we're back to even strength. Cochran to Cochran, that's Broden. He shoots it, blocked. Rebound chance put wide on the left by Cauley. Taken over here by Landon Hope, who's out of the box, and he's hauled down. Penalties coming up. It's going against Sandwich. So now after Sandwich just had that amazing chance to try to tie it up, Bourne's got 2 minutes in their favor. And they put the game away here. Sandwich is going to win the draw, and a nice move by Reed on Kroll. Buckland's going to stick it down. Maybe a shorthanded chance the other way. Buckland enters the zone with Tobin. Buckland holds it up. Cutting to the left side, his shot, scores! Short-handed goal, 2-2. But hold on, there's a discussion going on with the officials. What's going to be the signal? There's a discussion going on. We got to wait to see if this is going to count. And guess what? They're keeping the goal on the board. It got tipped in the middle by Braden Tobin. That's his 9th goal of the year. Buckland gets his 2nd assist of the game, and just like that, we're tied. Cole Thomas gonna enter in. His shot goes off the Upper Cape Tech logo and out of play. No, both fan bases will agree with that, hitting the Upper Cape Tech banner that's up there. I mean, it can't go to overtime 2 years in a row, right? After it went to 4 last year. Although there was a goal while Bourne had the power play, although it was a shorthanded goal, the Canalmen are still on the man advantage for another minute and a half. Cawley will get to it for Sandwich. Pressured by Landon Hope. Landon Hope battling for it behind the net, knocks down a Sandwich Blue Knights player. Comes out to the line. Kelly across. McLean tried to dish it for James Kroll. Deflected. Now he'll battle with Reed. Thomas gets it away from Creighton. Reed's waiting for it, but Kroll takes over. 3 minutes on the clock. Kelly to Kroll. Kroll goes to the backhand. Will go to the forehand to send it. Creighton around the boards. It's going to be held in by Kelly. Kelly's shot, and it got through to LaMontagne, who made the save. Landon Hope. Back to Cole Thomas. Out to McLean. Back to Thomas. Thomas redirected, and it wouldn't go on the short side. Hope being held by Reed. They still can't get it out. McLean to Kelly. Kelly looking to chop it up for James Kroll. Kroll got it in front. Reed got a follow-up chance, and it's saved by LaMontagne. Tobin against Hope this time, right side of LaMontagne. Hope wins it, but it goes off to the side. Hope will pick it up. He gets it down to Thomas, back out to the point. Ronan Kelly shot, and it just missed. Hit the outside of the net. And Sandwich barely able to get it out of the zone, as Ronan Kelly's gonna have to send it back in. Might do it for the rest of the power play for Bourne. It looks like it will. Hunter McLean with 2 minutes to the left side. Sent down the ice. Cochran. Off the sideboards, Levy finds it. We'll play it high off the boards. Cochran stumbling. Cochran coming in. His shot saved by Pomborg. Rebound is picked up by Buckland. Off to the right side. Kroll's gonna find it. Kroll battling with Tobin, and it comes out of the zone. Taken right in the middle, at the red line, sent around. Levy pokes it free to himself, looking to find Buckland on that right side. That's Kelly stepping up, off a skate. Taken over, Cole Thomas gets to it, he's at the red line. Thomas already has 2, and he's decked in the middle by Sean Levy. Final minute in regulation, a 2-2 game. LaMontagne out of the paint again, will leave it for Creighton to take. Cochran off a stick. In comes Creighton, right side, put it high. He stumbled down to the ice. Kennefic looking to find Seitz. Instead, it's going to fall for Carpenito. What can the second line generate here for the Canalmen down the stretch? It's Reed to the right side. Kroll looking to find Carpenito, comes out of the zone. Hunter McLean won't tap it up. And goes down behind. It's Ty Creighton. Declan Cochran. And they're just going to hold it behind the net. Do you ever have deja vu? We're going to overtime yet again. All right, we all know how this works. Put 5 minutes on the board. We're going 4-on-4. And just a reminder to the fans watching, First overtime when it comes to standings are the only one that counts. We're going to play here till we get a winner. But if it goes to 2, 3, or 4 overtimes, after that it goes into the record books as a tie. Let's take a short break. Overtime's coming up next. All right, back at John Gallo Ice Arena. Time for overtime once again in the Canal Cup for the second straight year. Last year it took 4 overtimes to declare a winner over 16 minutes. We start 4-on-4. Kirby against Buckland on the draw. Kirby's going to win it. Bourne will have the first chance. It's going to end quickly, though, as McLean played it too far for Thomas. Reed receives it over to Tobin. Deflected back. Reed over to Buckland. Nick Buckland. Starting slow behind LaMontagne. Buckland has some space to work with over the middle. Buckland's shot is blocked by McLean. Kroll taps it to himself. He's got some space on the right side. 2-on-2 with Thomas. He gets it in the zone. Backhanded away by Creighton. His body's flying everywhere again. Thomas taking over. It's Cawley. Cawley on the backhand, can't find Buckland. And here comes Landon Hope, starting over the middle, into the zone. Hope on the stick drag, lost it. And now everybody's got to get back because here comes Max Cawley up the other way. Cawley coming in on the backhand, when it go on frame. Just going end to end in the first minute of overtime here. McLean's going to reset. Hope. And play it across. Kirby's going to come in with Thomas. James Kirby is shot wide on the left. And you can hear the nervous anticipation every single time a rush comes up and every time the puck leaves the stick. It's Reed to Buckland. Buckland entering in with Creighton. Buckland shot blocked. He gets back to it and Pomborg made the save. Turned over and they get it out of the zone. Cawley gets by one. Cawley got deflected off a stick. It's going to be taken over. Played up the ice. Here comes Cole Thomas. Thomas has space. Left side, and he put it high. On the ice, taking it and getting hit by Cawley. Looked like with sights, and here comes Buckland 2-on-1. Buckland holds, fed it across, and it want to connect with Cochran. Sights looking to find it. Waiting for it at the red line is Cawley, and he's going to play it short, and it might be a 2-on-1. Taken on the left side, shot save, Pomborg again. Rebound picked up, and he made another save. Frank Carpenito into the zone with Charlie Sights. Braden Tobin regathers halfway through the first overtime. Tobin. Kroll's got a bad angle on it. Tobin coming in. His shot is saved by Pomborg at the near post. We'd like to welcome back our live stream audience. I know we had some technical difficulties in that third period. Probably the last time you saw us there was 2-0 Bourne. The 2 goal scorers were Ty Creighton and Braden Tobin in the third period. The second tying goal was a shorthanded goal that was tipped on the way through. Debated whether or not it was a high stick. Cawley will get it out to Creighton at the line. Stepping in, shot save, and they couldn't catch up to the rebound. Reed again, back down low, too far for Kroll. And now it's Declan Cochran trying to find Cawley. And Bourne's going to get possession here with McLean as we hit 2 minutes. Kroll to the right side. Here's Kirby. Kirby's got Thomas. Deflected in the air. Cawley finds it. Trying to get it out. Second effort will. Kroll wants to hold it up as Bourne resets. Kroll gets by Cochran. James Kroll's shot is off the netting and out of play. Buckland against Thomas. And Buckland wins it off to the side, looking to find Broden Cochran, but Buckland's going to receive it again. Buckland was waiting for Hope to make the move first. Cochran chips it for McKinnon. McKinnon taking over. Could be a chance. Right side. James Kroll coming in. Save. Rebound. Still loose. LaMontagne has got it covered. And I think there was a penalty call. It looked like they called for a slash. They do get the slash. It's going against Sandwich. I'm telling you, how often can you have Canal Cups back-to-back? They've been playing out the same way. All right, timeout called. 1:16 to go. Bourne's going to the power play when we come back. All right, here we go out of the timeout. The Canalmen go to the power play. Pretty much everybody in the building standing on their feet. Nobody's left the building. And here we go. 4-on-3, and it's going to be sent into the bench, and a nice save made by the former goalie, Sean Collins. Still got that glove snag in him. Last year, he saved all 4 shots he faced. Ty Creighton against Cole Thomas. Creighton's going to win it, and it's sent down the ice. Landon Hope to James Kroll. Kroll stepping in 2-on-2 with Thomas. It's going to be found by Landon Hope. Picks it up, right side, save, rebound. They can't catch up to it. It deflects back to Thomas, though, and it's going to come out of the zone. Stepping up is Cawley. Max Cawley knocked away by Hunter McLean with 40 seconds. Landon Hope tied up in the corner. It's Kroll waiting for some help. James Kroll feeds it, right side, knocks the body down. Landon Hope, short angle, still holding on with 20 seconds. Thomas, back to Hope. Landon Hope feeds it across. Hunter McLean, shot blocked, and it's gonna come out of the zone. The backhand goes to Thomas. One last chance with 4, a 2-on-1. Kroll leaves it, Thomas with 1, shot blocked it away, and that's it for overtime. All right, so now in terms of regular season standings, it doesn't matter what happens the rest of the way. Tonight's game will go in as a tie in the record books. So no matter who wins, Bourne's going to 8-6-2. Sandwich will go to 7-9-1. We're going to take another break. Second overtime is coming up soon. All right, second overtime about ready to get going here at John Gallo Ice Arena. The Canalmen will stay on the man advantage for the first 44 seconds. Once again, we thank you for joining us on any of our feeds, including the YouTube live stream. Keegan Hamblett on commentary, Ed Strode running the camera. Back at it once again, and we're going to have an exciting finish. Reed, Creighton, Buckland out there for Sandwich. Hope, Kroll, Thomas, McLean out there for Bourne. Sandwich will dump it in on Palmborg to start the second overtime. McLean will give it to the right side. Hope has it in neutral ice. Over to McLean. McLean in the zone. Gets by Buckland. McLean gives it off. Landon Hope. Shot attempt, save, rebound. It was poked just wide. Got all the way through. I don't know how much of a golden chance it was. And here comes Buckland stepping up the other way, short-handed. Buckland has space, left side. Palmborg makes the save. Make it 36 saves now for Jackson Palmborg in this game. 36 for him. And guess how many for LaMontagne? 15. Bourne is showing you with this defense, they can compete in every single game that they will most likely face in the upcoming Division 4 state tournament in just a few weeks' time. And Kroll's going to go the other way with Thomas. Kroll's going to enter in. We'll dish it off right side. Landon Hope. His shot blockered. Rebound. Got through to LaMontagne. Kroll picks it up. He's going to circle up, waiting for some help. To the right side, it's Cole Thomas. Cole Thomas will shoot one and a glove save by LaMontagne. Who wants to take the face-off against Hope? It's going to be Max Cawley. Hope got to it deflected, and it's going to be backhanded just a little bit further by Thomas. Creighton will start the next rush for the Blue Knights. Cawley will get to it on the right side. He's got McKinnon on the left. Cawley lost it, picked up by McLean, turned back over. Cochran will bring it on back as Creighton has it again. Kroll and McLean late getting off. Creighton stepping in, gets by Ronan Kelly. And taking over the puck, forcing that turnover was Hope. Kelly is going to connect with Thomas, who leaves it for Charlie Seitz. Seitz still working left side, brings it on back. Fanned on the pass attempt, deflected off of Hope. Followed up at the line and played down low, but couldn't connect. Was Kirby. Good move by Cochran. Hope trying to get the stick in there. Broden Cochran's in the zone. Broden Cochran, short angle off the mask of Pomborg. Restarted by Ronan Kelly with 2:45 to go in double overtime. Seitz will chop that one high off the glass. The junior Broden Cochran to the left side of Reed. Back to Cochran. Cochran away to Braden Tobin. With Buckland, those two connected on the tying goal in the third period. Kelly will leave it for Seitz, had to get it away quickly. Reed, pressured by Kirby. Reed gets around him. Reed, self-pass, shot, scores! Sandwich wins it, double overtime. Connor Reed is the hero. Handshake line starting. Heartbreak last year, redemption this year. Connor Reed, his final Canal Cup. What a way to score his first goal of the season. A double overtime winner. And for the first time in 3 years, Sandwich has Canal Cup back home. It's a tough break for Bourne, but as we mentioned at the end of that first overtime, even though Sandwich came away victorious in this one, in the record books it goes in as a tie. As regular season rules, you play the 1 5-minute overtime period. From a Bourne perspective, you got nothing to be disappointed about. You went toe-to-toe with the number 4 team in Division 4. final shot on goal tally tonight is going to be Sandwich with 40 and Bourne with 19. 40th shot was the biggest one. Connor Reed, the defender, stepping up, played it to himself. He buried the winner. And now it's time to present the Canal Cup MVPs, which are awarded to both teams, and the Canal Cup out onto the ice.
How about a round of applause for both teams here?
There's the first off round of applause for the Bourne Canalmen. No consolation prize for second place, except maybe a boost in the next power rankings, which are coming up on Tuesday.
Okay. First award will go to most valuable for Cole Thomas.
Cole Thomas will receive the Canal Cup MVP award on the Bourne Canalmen side. So that ends the run of a couple of years for Jackson Pomborg. But you knew it was going to happen. Those 2 goals in the first period. Now let's see who's going to get it for Sandwich.
Okay. Blue Knights, number 3, Connor Reed.
And they're going to give it to the overtime hero, Connor Reed. There's his first piece of hardware as the captains will come on out to receive the trophy. Ty Creighton, Reese McKinnon, and the injured Jack Hughes. Connor Reed, Evan Pastilli will join them in the group photo. And there you have it, the Canal Cup belongs to Sandwich. Here comes the celebration with Blue Knight Nation. They made their presence known. Even with the snow, they showed up. Everybody showed up tonight. As both teams will exit the ice. That's going to do it for our coverage tonight. Got to give a big shout out to Ed Strode, who filmed the camera. Has been doing a great job on camera. And we'll see what happens next Canal Cup. You got a lot of these guys that are going to be returning. Sandwich definitely had the bigger number of seniors that will be graduating when June arrives, but the intensity of the matchup will remain the same come 2027. Keegan Hamblett signing off from the John Gallo Ice Arena, and we will see you on Monday for Bourne vs. Nantucket High School Ice Hockey. Have a good night, everybody.